Well, hello, Open Pagan Church.
Might have it. But
Discord turned on. Looks like we've got a few people in live chat. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's doing all right. All right, how we doing over in Discord?
I'm good.
all at once.
All right. So, depending on what we come up with to talk about today, will depend on how long our broadcast is. We're going to be talking about Yule, and this will be our last broadcast of 2019. The next time I see you guys, it'll be 2020. And I'll still be wearing glasses because my eyes won't be 2020.
Don, did you do a link on Facebook?
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, Clint got it, I think. I mean, I posted on my, what the hell they call that? Anyway, I posted on my thing. So, depending on where you are on the equator, and depending on where you are in what time zone, will depend on what your average time is for Yule. Let's see if I can bring this up a little bit. Why is it going down? I want it to go up. Oh, well, that's cute. Anyway, there we go. So you'll notice America, we're in what they call the Northern Hemisphere. And of course this should be tilted, I think, what is it guys, 8 degrees tilt of the earth? I don't remember. I think it's 6 or 8, 10 degrees tilt. Anybody remember?
I think it's 8.
8. So, like I say, depending on where you are on the equator, depends on what time your Yule will be. On average, Yule runs between December 19th and December 25th. And that also depends on your culture. Most average pagan cultures in the Northern Hemisphere, in what they call the West, which is what they call us, I guess. Why they call America the West, I have no clue.
Because it's west of Greenwich Mean Time.
I've always wondered that. Thanks, Nicole.
You're welcome.
So, we here in the West, I guess, celebrate Yule on the 20th or the 21st. And for those of you newcomers that may not know, may not have ever paid any attention, December 21st in our hemisphere is the shortest day of the year. So some people celebrate the longest night of the year for the 20th, 21st, and some people will celebrate the shortest day of the year, thereby the 22nd, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Yeah, shit, I got myself confused. The 22nd gives birth to the new sun. Birth of the sun. New birth. Virgin birth. Sound familiar, anybody?
Yes.
So, Cindy and I was chatting earlier, and anybody else that may have brought with them a little information on Yule. What have you guys come up with? What types of research have you done on Yule? Step on up to the microphone and say what you got.
Well, Yule is when it's the darkest half of the year and requests to the light path. Starting the next morning at sunrise, sun climbs to up a little higher and stays longer in the sky.
Alright. One of the things I posted on my Facebook is all of the different celebrations that go on during the month of December. So no matter what part of the globe you look at, the month of December is a really busy month for most cultures. Has anybody else researched religious cultures and the different paths and the different ideologies of the month of December?
I'm trying to find my link.
Caught you off guard.
I just haven't done it for December specifically, so.
So what all have we come up with?
Generally, the month of December is about restarting everything. I can give you that much.
Right. Birth of the new or whatever. Rebirth, if you will. I know that Celts and many of your Wicca witchcraft cultures celebrate the Holly King and who else?
Oak King?
Generally, it's just Holly King during this point of the year. Oak King is more like Beltane. I
Well,
remember.
we did a skit one day when we were doing Yule, and the Oak King and the Holly King battled it out. Of course, the Holly King won, but that's how they did that in Yule. He would reign until the Oak King would rise in the sun.
Right? All right, Lee Post. I've always looked forward to Yule, being a farmer. Yep, I was a farmer growing up as well. I was a farmer in a farmer life, no pun intended. My research pretty well follows what I was taught through the family stories of the little people and the planning of the natural life. He says the fight between the Holly King and the Oak King. That's what I was looking for. Yep. Winter giving way to spring, if you will. Of course, then you have the Australian folk, which this is the middle of their summer. So I wonder what they celebrate. I mean, I know they celebrate Yule, but what is their folklore on Yule, if you will? Anybody know?
Nope. I did find out about ancient Rome.
Oh,
In Rome, winter solstice was celebrated at the feast of Nicole. What's that?
Saturnalia.
Yeah, to honor the Saturn god and its agricultural bounty. Lasts about a week. Characterized by feasting and gift giving.
yeah. One of the things I noticed researching the holidays throughout December, 90% of them I couldn't pronounce. I wasn't even going to try.
That's why I got her too.
Oh, now that's cool. Lee says we still tell the story sometimes and play out and act out a play, weather permitting. I'd like to see some videos of that. I think that'd be cool as hell.
Alright, so a quick Google search. They do the exact same thing that we do in Australia.
Okay. Although I know in the part of the world in which I used to live, down south between Houston and Beaumont, 99% of all of our Yules and holidays were spent in shorts and tank top. Much like Australia, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm in t-shirt and shorts right now too, so yeah.
Shut up, Don. Too many places I could go with that. I digress. Yeah, we now that we live up in north central Texas, north of Dallas, almost to the border of Oklahoma, it does get a little chilly up here sometimes during the Yule holidays.
Pronounce that one in chat. Posted.
Okay, what is a Talmud? Talmud? Talmud?
That is a Japanese, Chinese.
I thought that was Taoism, or wasn't it?
Oh, that's the Jewish.
What?
Yes, it's Jewish. The Talmud is Jewish.
Oh.
And it's a law and legend comprising of Mishnah and Gemara.
Right. And they say pagans have a long history.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, most people just really don't realize how far back the history goes of all of the holidays that we use nowadays. that have been completely, absolutely discombobulated, rebuilt, re-philosophized? Is that even a word? Redone. I mean, but then again, how many times do we see people take a word in the English language that the dictionary has always said it means something, and just because somebody decides to take a mood, they want to change the meaning of the word. Oh, well, that's not what it means to me. I don't care what it means to you. What it means in the dictionary is the way it should be used in conversation. Just saying.
Right.
Not that I digress.
The farthest I got back was in ancient Rome in the 4th century.
4th century AD or BCE? Fourth century, they're probably talking about Common Era.
Yeah.
But yeah, last week was so damn busy at work. By the time I got off work, all I wanted to do was sit down. I didn't even want to look at a computer. Next week's going to be even worse. I'm really glad I'm only working 3 days.
And the year stuff.
And we what?
End of the year celebration at work.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working from home all until January 2nd.
Yeah, I work from home most of the time now. I have to drive to the main office 2.5 hours away twice a month. Boy, I'm really glad it's not every day.
But they got to rebuild.
Well, even once they get Dallas rebuilt, we will still be primarily housed in Arlington. And that's a hell of a ride from here, let me tell you. So, that does bring up a good point, though. Have we noticed more and more companies, if you will, are recognizing alternative religious holidays? I know the company that I work for, when I put in for the 2 days off for Yule, they didn't even ask questions. I put in request 2-day holiday for Yule celebration. Sent it. 5 minutes later, I got an approval. I mean,
I don't know. I try to keep my stuff as secular as possible because I don't need questions.
Yeah, and see, I don't know, I guess as I get older, my give a shit gets smaller. And it's like, I'm not going to be in your face, but I'm also not going to hide what I am either. Just not going to do it.
Yeah, my give a shit is hard to get small when I've actually just absent-mindedly mentioned that I'm pagan and then proceeded to be fired because it did not fall within company guidelines.
I did that twice and got fired the next day because I did not meet company criteria. And of course, when I went to the labor board with it, they said, you have a good case, but you need a labor board lawyer to fight it. Those are expensive.
Yep.
The several that I called on this one company was an average $10,000 to $20,000 retainer. But see, there's got to be a breaking point somewhere, you know. And of course, my retort was, "Are you off for Christmas?" Well, of course. What about Hanukkah?
See, what I usually do is I don't specify what religion. I just said I'd like to have this time off for religious purposes. They don't ask questions. I don't give answers. I get my time.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, Lee hit the nail right on the head. By accepting our holidays and the ones we're requesting off, it leaves us there for the more popular holidays. Like, for example, because I'm taking off this Thursday and Friday, I will be there, and I won't be requesting the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off like most people do. So, same way goes with Samhain. But then again, most people generally don't request Samhain off. I do. But then again, I really like Samhain. But yeah, all these little closed-minded companies that spout, well, that doesn't meet the company criteria. They're quickly falling out of favor with the global ideology of the way to run a business.
Yeah, we just had our Christmas party. Everybody bowed their heads to pray and everything all went along, but my supervisor knows what I am. And afterwards he said, "Thank you for participating in the prayer."
Well, I mean, pagans pray.
Yeah, I just turn it around. They're saying their prayers. I say mine quietly in my head.
I mean,
that's what I did.
Yeah,
and he said, "That's cool."
Yeah, that's me. I'm fine bowing my head before God and Goddess. Typically, I like to kind of look up, when I'm talking to them. But I mean, that's like the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm an American. I'm fine doing Pledge of Allegiance. I just say one nation under God and Goddess. And I say it out loud. Though I was never in the proper military, I have fought for the country. And I know our videos are watched by people from other countries, but even still, you can fight for your country. You can say the allegiance to your country by all means, and celebrate Yule and Christmas and all of the holidays with your family. I've seen some radicals that, I'm not going to celebrate Christmas. If your family celebrates Christmas, stupid, enjoy family time. That's what the holidays are about. Jeez. Loomis Fargo?
I got one you had thought about.
Okay.
Over in Stonehenge. What do they do on Yule? When it's also, don't all the pagans gather still?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Over in Stonehenge in England, they gather for Yule, Samhain, and several other of the uh, top Sabbaths. Oh, money's okay. Clint heard me muttering about what Lee had posted about Loomis Fargo, and I'm like, Loomis Fargo? Who the hell is? I heard of Wells Fargo, but never Loomis Fargo. That's kind of cool. And Lee, you're absolutely right. Pledge of Allegiance didn't even have God in it until 1968. That's not hard information to find. But, you know, they gotta have control, right? So they say. Federal Reserve company that moves money to banks. And see, I never wanted to work in that kind of operation. I did private investigator and bodyguard for a little while, and that was all I wanted of that. So what are you guys doing for Yule this year? I know the wife will be in East Texas on the 21st because one of her brothers is being shipped out to the service on the 23rd, I think.
Bubba is?
No, the other brother.
Oh, okay.
So she's going to be up there. She's going to go up for a day trip on the Saturday and then come back. And then on the 25th, I think Christmas falls also on a Saturday this year. Wednesday. So
Yep.
that's Wednesday. Okay. She will turn around and go back up there, I think, on the 25th to actually do, because it's her years, we swap out years, right? Christmas and Thanksgiving. So, you know, something for people to think about. Rather than bucking the family holidays, which this time of year, the month of December, really is all about family. You younger pagans coming up that are all about my holiday, my religion, you can't step on it. Well, been there, done that. Did the whole political rhetoric thing, and just got tired of it after a while. Enjoy it. Embrace it. More food, more family time. Lee says we've already got the Yule tree up, the Yule log on standby, relighting for the fire for the hearth, then lots of celebrating, singing, and a little drink, he says. A little drink, he says.
Well, I'm having a celebration in my house this year. I've got a bunch coming up on Saturday, including my brother. Yay! I think I might have about a dozen people in my house, if not more.
Yeah, well, how many times do we do that down on property?
Mm-hmm. So, digging out the pit bigger. How big was our fire pit down there?
If you're talking to me, I think it's about a 4-foot fire pit.
That's about right.
Is that about right? Okay.
Well, I've never been there. I'm just saying 4-foot fire pit is about right. That's what we used to always build. 4 foot is a large enough diameter to get an actual step across, but not so big that you end up falling in the fire. Unless, well, we won't go there anyway. So, where to from here, boys and girls?
I think you about talked it out. I hate to say that.
Well, the thing of it is, when you're talking about holidays, it's like Lee and all of us and you guys and myself have all said, it's about family, number one. I mean, and then, then I'm going to get those that I don't have a family. Well, maybe not, but family is not always blood. Family are those people that take you in and embrace you for who and what you are and where you want to go and where you want to be. Family. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's like the gathering coming down here. I've got 2 young men that have family, but they're kind of discombobulated with them. So I said, get your butt over here and be family with us always.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do Yule with your pagan family and you're going to do Christmas with your Christian family, you've got 6 days. Yeah, because well, no, you don't. Yule is on the 21st and Christmas on the 25th. Hell, you got 4 days to get from one place to the other. And, kind of in closing, guys, I want to appreciate you all for being here. And we're going to be discussing the first broadcast of next year. We're going to be discussing topics to line out the rest of the year. And I will tell you, I've already got the topic set for Open Pagan Church for the 1st of 2020. And that's going to be, I think it was thanks to Clint.
Me.
Cindy, sorry. My bad. Thanks to Cindy for sending me that. Your religion comes from a myth. So we'll look forward to talking about that one on the first broadcast of 2020. Listen, guys, the holidays are about family. It's not about me. It's not about you. And if you don't have blood kin family, you've got friends somewhere. Unless you've alienated yourself to have no one. In which case, I'm sorry for you. But think about it. Utilize the holidays. Celebrate the fact that you're still alive. Now, if you don't want to be alive, that's nothing I can do about that either. But me, as I get older, I'm damn happy that I can get out of bed under my own power and stand up and walk. Kinda, for the most part. Use this time of year to be thankful. To be thankful for what you've got. Be thankful for your capabilities and the things that you can do. Well, I want to wish everyone a very happy and safe holiday season. And even as a pagan, I am not afraid to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Blessed Yule, and all the rest of the happy holidays out there for the month of December. We will see you next year, 2020, right here on Open Pagan Church. Have a great day and enjoy your holidays. Bye now.